Ladies and gentlemen, every successful life, every meaningful achievement, and every sense of inner peace begins with one simple skill: the ability to plan your day. We all have the same 24 hours, yet the difference between stress and clarity, chaos and progress, often lies in how those hours are used. Planning your day is not about controlling every minute. It is about giving direction to your time so your life moves forward with purpose. Starting your day with clear intention and purpose is one of the most powerful habits a person can develop, yet it is often the most ignored. Many people wake up and immediately surrender their minds to noise, scrolling through phones, reacting to messages, and rushing into tasks without asking why they are doing them. When a day begins this way, it rarely ends with satisfaction. Intention is what separates a meaningful day from a wasted one. Purpose is what turns ordinary actions into progress. Without intention, time slips away unnoticed, and without purpose, effort feels empty. When you begin your day with intention, you are making a conscious decision about who you want to be for the next 24 hours. You are not just planning tasks, you are defining your mindset. Intention answers a simple but powerful question: what kind of day do I want to create? It could be a focused day, a productive day, a calm day, or a courageous day. That single decision influences how you respond to challenges, how you treat others, and how you treat yourself. Purpose gives direction to your actions, ensuring that your energy is invested in what truly matters, rather than scattered across distractions. Purpose is not always about grand goals or life-changing missions. Sometimes, purpose is as simple as deciding to do your work with excellence, to listen more carefully, or to show patience in difficult situations. When you attach purpose to your day, even routine tasks gain meaning. Work stops feeling like a burden and starts feeling like a step forward. Purpose turns effort into contribution and struggle into growth. Starting the day with intention also trains the mind to focus. The human mind is constantly pulled in multiple directions, and without a clear intention, it follows the loudest distraction. When you clearly define what matters today, your mind has a filter. You become more aware of what deserves attention and what can wait. This does not eliminate distractions, but it strengthens your ability to choose focus over impulse. Over time, this practice builds mental discipline and clarity. Another powerful effect of intentional mornings is emotional stability. When the day begins without purpose, small problems feel bigger than they are. A delayed message, a minor mistake, or an unexpected interruption can ruin your mood. But when you start with intention, you are anchored. You know why your day matters, and that awareness gives you emotional resilience. Challenges become part of the journey rather than threats to your peace. Clear intention also helps you align your actions with your values. Many people feel exhausted not because they do too much, but because they do things that conflict with what they truly care about. When you pause at the start of the day and remind yourself of your values, you naturally make better choices. You say no to distractions that pull you away from your priorities and yes to actions that move you closer to your goals. This alignment reduces inner conflict and increases fulfillment. Purpose-driven days also improve decision-making. Throughout the day, you are constantly making choices, some small and some significant. When your purpose is clear, decisions become easier. You no longer ask, what is easiest or what is most comfortable, but what supports my intention for today. This clarity saves time, reduces stress, and increases confidence in your choices. Starting the day with intention is also an act of self-respect. It sends a message to yourself that your time matters and your life deserves direction. When you consistently begin your day this way, you build trust in yourself. You become someone who lives deliberately rather than reactively. This self-trust becomes the foundation for discipline, consistency, and long-term success. Purpose at the start of the day does not guarantee perfection. There will still be interruptions, mistakes, and moments of fatigue, but intention gives you something powerful: direction. Even when the day does not go as planned, you know where you were trying to go. That awareness allows you to adjust without giving up. It keeps you moving forward instead of starting over again and again. Ladies and gentlemen, when you wake up each morning and choose intention over impulse and purpose over habit, you reclaim control of your time and your life. A day guided by intention may look ordinary from the outside, but inside, it is building focus, strength, and meaning. Over weeks and months, These intentional days compound into a life that feels aligned, productive, and deeply fulfilling. Prioritizing what truly matters, rather than reacting to what feels urgent, is one of the most important skills in planning your day, yet it is also one of the most difficult. Modern life constantly demands attention. Emails arrive marked urgent, phones vibrate with notifications, and people expect instant responses. In this environment, it becomes easy to confuse urgency with importance. Urgent tasks shout loudly, while important tasks speak quietly. If you allow urgency to control your day, you may stay busy from morning to night and still feel that nothing meaningful was accomplished. What truly matters in your day are the actions that move your life forward, even if they do not demand immediate attention. These are the tasks that build your skills, strengthen your relationships, protect your health, and bring you closer to your long-term goals. They often require focus, patience, and effort, which is why they are so easily postponed. When you prioritize importance over urgency, you are choosing long-term progress over short-term comfort. One of the greatest traps of urgency is the illusion of productivity. Answering messages, attending unnecessary meetings, and handling minor tasks can make you feel productive because you are constantly doing something. However, activity is not the same as progress. True productivity is measured by impact, not by motion. When you plan your day around what truly matters, you shift from being busy to being effective. Learning to prioritize requires honesty with yourself. It means asking difficult questions at the start of the day. If only one or two things could be completed today, which ones would make the biggest difference? Which actions would I be proud of completing by the end of the day? These questions force you to focus on outcomes rather than comfort. They help you identify the tasks that deserve your best energy and attention, prioritizing what matters also protects your mental and emotional energy. Urgent tasks often create stress because they demand immediate response. When your day is filled with constant urgency, your mind remains in a reactive state. This leads to fatigue, anxiety, and reduced creativity. Important tasks, on the other hand, allow you to work proactively. They give you a sense of control and progress, which naturally reduces stress and increases satisfaction. Another powerful benefit of prioritization is improved boundaries. When you are clear about what matters most, it becomes easier to say no to distractions. You stop feeling guilty for protecting your time because you understand what is at stake. Saying no is not an act of selfishness, it is an act of responsibility toward your goals and commitments. Each time you choose an important task over an urgent distraction, you strengthen your discipline and self-respect. Prioritizing also changes how you experience time. When your day is dominated by urgent demands, time feels rushed and fragmented. Hours pass quickly, but nothing feels complete. When you focus on important work, time feels more meaningful. Even if progress is slow, it feels substantial. You end the day with a sense of fulfillment because you know your effort was invested wisely. It is also important to recognize that not everything urgent is unimportant. Some urgent tasks do matter, and ignoring them can create problems. The key is balance. Planning your day means deciding in advance how much time urgency is allowed to consume. When you intentionally schedule time for important work, urgency no longer controls your entire day. It becomes a part of the plan rather than the master of it. Prioritizing what matters builds long-term confidence. Each day you complete meaningful tasks, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of directing your life. This confidence does not come from praise or recognition, it comes from knowing you honored your priorities. Over time, this consistency compounds into mastery, success, and inner peace. Ladies and gentlemen, when you stop allowing urgency to dominate your schedule and start prioritizing what truly matters, your days become more intentional and your life more purposeful. You no longer chase time, you lead it. By choosing importance over urgency, you transform each day into a step toward the person you are striving to become. Breaking your day into focused, manageable blocks is one of the most effective ways to increase productivity and maintain mental clarity. Too often, people approach their day as a single, unstructured flow of time, hopping from one task to another without pause or plan. This approach might create the illusion of being busy, but it rarely produces meaningful results. Our brains are not designed for constant multitasking or endless attention without rest. By dividing the day into intentional blocks of focused work, you align your natural attention span with your responsibilities, given each task the energy and focus it deserves. When you segment your day, you create a rhythm that allows the mind to work at its best. For example, certain times of the day may be ideal for deep thinking and creative problem solving, while others may be better suited for routine or administrative tasks. By assigning specific types of work to specific time blocks, you take advantage of these natural cycles. This approach not only improves efficiency, but also reduces mental fatigue. Instead of scattering your energy across multiple distractions, you concentrate fully on one task at a time, which leads to higher quality results. Focused blocks also give a clear beginning and ending to tasks, which is essential for accountability. When you set aside a specific period to work on something, the mind treats it as a committed effort rather than a vague intention. This simple shift changes how you approach the work. You stop procrastinating because there is a concrete start and end time, and you gain satisfaction from completing each block, no matter how small. Each completed block is a measurable accomplishment, which boosts motivation and reinforces the habit of structured work. Another advantage of breaking your day into blocks is that it allows for better planning of rest and recovery. Continuous work without pause is counterproductive. It leads to burnout, mistakes, and diminishing returns. By intentionally scheduling breaks between focused periods, you give your mind time to recharge. Short breaks improve concentration, creativity, and decision-making. They also reduce stress, helping you maintain emotional balance throughout the day. The principle is simple. Work intensively, rest deliberately, and repeat. Over time, this creates a sustainable rhythm that maximizes both productivity and well-being. Using blocks also improves time estimation and efficiency. When tasks are assigned to specific blocks, you naturally begin to understand how long different types of work take. You develop a realistic sense of time and learn to avoid overcommitting. This clarity prevents the frustration of unfinished tasks and the stress of feeling behind. As you refine this skill, you become more accurate in your planning, which increases confidence and reduces wasted effort. Focused blocks are particularly effective for tackling challenging or high-priority tasks. Big projects can feel overwhelming if approached as a single massive effort. Breaking them into smaller, time-bound blocks makes them manageable. Each block becomes a step forward, and the accumulation of these steps leads to significant progress over time. This approach also reduces procrastination. When a task seems too large, we delay starting it. But when it is broken into achievable blocks, it becomes less intimidating and more actionable. In addition, structuring your day in blocks strengthens discipline. It trains you to respect the boundaries of time and to make intentional choices about what you focus on. Distractions become easier to resist because each block has a defined purpose and duration. Even small, consistent improvements in focus can lead to major gains over weeks and months. Discipline built through block planning does not just improve productivity, it builds character, resilience, and a sense of control over your life. Block planning also allows for flexibility within structure. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected tasks or emergencies can arise at any time. When your day is divided into blocks, it is easier to adjust without losing control. You can shift or swap blocks while keeping the overall structure intact, ensuring that essential work is still completed. This balance between structure and flexibility is key to maintaining both effectiveness and adaptability. Furthermore, working in focused blocks enhances the quality of your decisions. When you concentrate on one type of work at a time, your cognitive resources are fully available for that task. You are less likely to make careless mistakes or overlook important details. This is particularly important for complex problem-solving, creative work, or decisions that require careful analysis. Over time, consistently high-quality decisions compound into greater results, both professionally and personally. Finally, breaking the day into blocks creates a sense of accomplishment that fuels motivation. At the end of each block, you can take a moment to reflect on progress, celebrate completion, and prepare for the next block. This cycle of action, reflection, and preparation reinforces positive momentum. Instead of facing an endless, amorphous day, you experience a series of victories that build confidence and reinforce productive habits. Ladies and gentlemen, when you divide your day into focused, manageable blocks, you transform how you work, think, and feel. Each block becomes an opportunity to concentrate fully, achieve more, and maintain balance. You gain clarity, build discipline, manage energy, and make progress even on the most daunting tasks. Over time, this practice compounds into remarkable productivity, efficiency, and personal satisfaction. By RESP, eking your time and structuring it. Intentionally, you take control of your day instead of letting it control you. Protecting your energy, not just your time, is one of the most overlooked yet powerful principles of planning your day. Many people believe that if they manage their schedule well, everything else will fall into place. They fill their calendars, organize their tasks, and plan every hour, yet still end the day feeling drained, unfocused, and dissatisfied. This happens because time and energy are not the same. Time is fixed, but energy rises and falls. When you plan your day without considering your energy, even the best schedule can fail. Energy is the fuel behind every action you take. Without it, motivation disappears, focus weakens, and simple tasks feel heavy. Protecting your energy means becoming aware of how different activities, people, and environments affect you. Some tasks energize you, while others drain you. Some conversations inspire you, while others exhaust you. Planning your day with energy in mind allows you to place demanding tasks when your energy is highest, and lighter tasks when it is lower. This alignment dramatically improves both performance and well-being. One of the biggest drains on energy is constant context switching. Jumping from one task to another, responding to messages, and reacting to interruptions fragments your attention. Each switch costs mental energy, even if it seems small. Over time, this leads to fatigue and reduced effectiveness. Protecting your energy means creating periods of uninterrupted focus, where your mind can fully engage with one task. These focused moments are where your best work happens, and they require intentional boundaries. Emotional energy is just as important as physical and mental energy. Negative emotions such as frustration, anxiety, and resentment can drain you faster than hard work. When your day is filled with rushed decisions and unmet expectations, emotional exhaustion follows. Planning your day with realistic goals and built-in flexibility protects your emotional energy. It allows you to respond calmly rather than react impulsively. Emotional balance is not a luxury. It is a requirement for consistent productivity. Protecting your energy also involves saying no. Every yes is a commitment of energy, not just time. When you say yes to too many demands, you spread your energy thin and weaken your ability to perform well. Learning to say no respectfully is a form of self-leadership. It ensures that your energy is invested where it creates the most value. This does not mean avoiding responsibility, it means choosing responsibility wisely. Rest is another essential part of energy protection. Many people see rest as wasted time, but in reality it is an investment. Without rest, energy cannot be renewed. Planning short breaks, moments of quiet, and proper sleep is not a sign of weakness. It is a strategy for sustainability. A rested mind thinks clearly, makes better decisions, and handles pressure more effectively. When you protect your energy through rest, you increase the quality of every hour you work. Your environment also plays a major role in energy management. Cluttered spaces, constant noise, and digital distractions drain mental energy without you realizing it. Planning your day includes preparing an environment that supports focus and calm. Small changes, such as organizing your workspace or limiting notifications, can have a powerful impact on your energy levels. When your environment supports you, you spend less energy fighting distractions and more energy creating value. Nutrition, movement, and breathing also influence daily energy. Skipping meals, sitting for long periods, and shallow breathing reduce physical and mental vitality. Protecting your energy means planning time for proper meals, brief movement, and moments to reset your breath. These simple actions stabilize energy and prevent the crashes that derail productivity. Energy management is holistic. It involves caring for the body as well as the mind. Protecting your energy transforms how you experience your day. Instead of feeling drained by noon and forcing yourself to push through exhaustion, you move through the day with steadiness and intention. You become more patient, more creative, and more resilient. Challenges feel manageable. because you have the energy to face them. This steady state allows you to perform consistently, rather than in bursts followed by burnout. Ladies and gentlemen, when you plan your day around protecting your energy, you change the quality of your life. Time alone cannot guarantee success, but energy determines how well that time is used. By respecting your limits, creating focus, allowing rest, and choosing wisely where your energy goes, you build days that are not just productive, but sustainable and fulfilling.